Hello students, I am your Bhushan sir. Hope all of you are safe at home. Take care of your health in this pandemic time. Today, we shall understand the excretory system of Planaria. The objectives is to understand the unique features related to the excretory system of Planaria and to study the physiology of excretion process. Content includes the parts of the excretory system, namely excretory tubules, flame cells, and protonephridia. The next part is physiology of excretion in Planaria. Students, excretory system of an animal involves in the removal of excretory waste from the body of it. In case of Zoology or Planaria, the excretory system is very well developed, but it is of primitive type. I mean to say it is very simple. It consists of a system of excretory tubules with a number of excretory units called as flame cells or solenocytes. So, down in the picture, you can see these two important parts. Number one, excretory tubules, tube-like structures seen towards the lateral side of Planaria, and towards the the right side of the slide, one unit of flame cell is seen. So these are two major parts of the excretory system in case of Planaria. The first part we shall understand in detail, excretory tubules. Excretory tubules are paired longitudinal tubules which are also referred as excretory trunks. So, longitudinal means elongated. Anterior-posterior axis is the position of this excretory trunks or also, which run all along the lateral sides of the body. On each side, you find two number or a pair of excretory tubules or trunks. So, we have one pair towards the one side, the other pair towards the other side. Overall, you have two pairs of the excretory trunks. These excretory trunks are further branched out. Some branches are seen positioned towards inside, so it will move towards the inner surface. Some moves towards outside, that is towards the dorsal surface. So you will have to understand, if this is one trunk, one branch comes positioning towards inside, one positioning towards outside. The one which is positioning towards inside will end up with the structures of flame cells or solenocytes. The one which extends outside, the branch that comes out of the excretory trunk, forms the excretory pore outside, referred as the dorsal pore or the nephridiospores. So this is about the importance of the excretory trunk. These two trunks of right and left side of the body are connected with each other at the head region. So that is what you find here in the diagram. You can see both the branches of right and left are connected in the head region. It is done by means of a transverse vessel. So right and left side excretory trunks are connected by means of the transverse vessel. So that's about the excretory tubules. Now, as I have told you earlier, this longitudinal trunk divides into number of branches. Some branches will move towards the inner body parts, some moves towards outer body part. The one which moves towards inner body part will show the ending at the end the structures called as flame cells or solenocytes. Students, remember, these structures called as flame cells or solenocytes are the actual structures which involves in removal of the excretory waste from the mesenchyme cells. So hence the actual part of the excretion or the units of excretory system is this flame cells or solenocytes. Here when we look at we have the structure of a flame cell. It is an elongated cell, of course has got a nucleus within. It has got outer cell membrane. Cell membrane may be smooth or it is extended to form the protoplasmic extensions. These protoplasmic extensions have the ability to draw the excretory waste which are seen in the neighboring or surrounding mesenchyme cells. You remember in the digestive system we have understood that after the process of digestion the food from the diverticula gets diffused into the neighboring mesenchyme cells, and within mesenchyme cells there occurs the intracellular digestion where oxidation of food takes place. So once the food is broken, we find the excretory waste in the form of carbon dioxide, water, ammonia, etc. So these components are the excretory waste which need to be removed or expelled out from the body. So this is done by means of the flame cell. So flame cell will have a close attachment with the mesenchyme cells. So now by the activity of capillary activity or capillary action, you find the mesenchyme cells throws out its excretory waste into the cell of flames, cell or solenocyte. So it is done by means of the protoplasmic processes. Now, this waste within the cytoplasm or protoplasm of the cell of solenocyte or flame cell, when it reaches, you find at the center there is a space for the cell. You can find here in the diagram down a central cavity. That cavity present at the center of the cell is called as intracellular cavity or intracellular space. That space is provided with a group of large flagella or cilia. So you find an elongated tuft of cilia are seen within this cavity of intracellular space of flame cell. Remember students, these groups of cilia or flagella otherwise which starts moving together, they all move together in a coincident manner, and this will look like the flickering of a flame. So when you blow air on a candle flame, how the candle flame keep moving, so that is the condition of the movement of the ciliary structures. So this group of cilia since shows the similarity with that of the flickering flame of a candle, it is also called as, the cell is also referred as flame cell. So this is the name which is commonly utilized or given for solenocytes. Now, this group of flagellar cilia starts vibrating, and this vibrating cilia will make the content of the excretory waste from its cytoplasm to move inside that intracellular space. Why is the cilia are present here or flagella present here? Their movement will bring in a particular action. The action is called as hydrostatic pressure. The hydrostatic pressure relates to the pressure it is created on the water inside the flame cell, which is nothing but the excretory product, which is drawn from the mesenchyme cells. So along with that, the ammonia and all dissolving salts or ions along with the water enters into that intracellular space. From there, the intracellular space is connected down with a tubule which we call it as the excretory tubule or excretory trunk. Now from there it moves towards the other end where the nephriospore or dorsal pore is seen. So through these minute dorsal pores which are arranged plenty in number on the lateral margin of dorsal side of the body, these wastes are thrown out. So that's the importance of the flame cells and the excretory tubules related to planaria. Students, remember, the excretory units are flame cells which involves in removal of the excretory waste, but it is with the help of the excretory tubules. So the network of flame cells with the excretory tubule together we call it as protonephridia. So this is the system of excretion which we find in case of planaria. So that's about the structural details of the excretory system in planaria. Now we will understand physiology related to excretory system. The excretory substances what the planaria forms is predominantly carbon dioxide, water and salts. They are removed out from the body tissues, that is mesenchyme cells. It moves from the mesenchyme cells into the flame cells, from flame cells into the intracellular space of the flame cell, from there into excretory trunk, from there it moves out through the nephriospores or dorsal pores. As we have understood, the beating of this flagella within the flame cells will bring about hydrostatic pressure. So all the fluid will start flowing from the each of the flame cell into the excretory canal. Okay, that is longitudinal excretory trunk. So once if it reaches there, it is thrown out by means of nephriospores. So the excretory system is also called as protonephridial system because it is flame cells and excretory canals and nephriospores. All these three structures together involves in removal of the excretory waste. As we have discussed, the matter of excretion is ammonia, carbon dioxide and even the salts. But the very predominant or very important function of excretory system in planaria is to maintain the water level within the body. We call it as osmoregulation. So osmoregulation is the actual process that the excretory system balances. Okay, the water level, osmo means water, regulation means maintenance. So maintenance of water level within the body is brought about by the excretory system. When we look at the pathway of excretory system, from the surrounding mesenchyme where the position of excretory wastes are originated, it moves into flame cells. From flame cells it will move into intracellular space, from there into excretory trunks and canals, then it moves out through the nephriospores. So that's about the importance of physiology of excretion. So after we understanding the physiology of excretion, students, now we shall concentrate on few of the multiple choice questions to know the ability of our understanding related to the subject of the session. The excretory organs of flatworms are A. Flame cells, nephridia, Malpighian tubules and renal glands. So it should be A. Flame cells. Question 2. The type of excretory system present in Dugesia tigrina. So obviously protonephridial system, answer is B. The longitudinal excretory trunks are joined by means of, right and left longitudinal excretory canals are joined at the head region by means of transverse vessels. So answer is A. The beating of flagella in flame cell causes which pressure? Hydrostatic pressure. Answer is C. The excretory pathway in planaria. The first part should be mesenchyme. So we have in A mesenchyme, C mesenchyme, D mesenchyme. The next part is flame cell. So A and D we need to concentrate now. From flame cells it will move into intracellular space. So answer should be A, because after that is excretory canal and nephridiopore. The chief function of excretory system in planaria is osmoregulation, maintenance of water level. So answer is B. What have we learned from the session today? We have learned about the unique features related to excretory system and physiology of excretion in planaria. Students, the references relates to the website same, Wikipedia and Britannica.com. Textbooks are again same, Invertebrate Zoology by Verma and Modern Textbook of Zoology by Hotpal. So with this we are completing the concept related to excretion. Your queries can be posted to my WhatsApp number. Stay safe at home, students. Take care of your health. Thank you all.